Meantime, a group of residents at a Trump property just outside of New York City are fighting to keep the former president's name on the building. About 24 tenants living at Trump Plaza claim some members on the condo board are trying to remove his name off the high-rise. Comes after the effort previously failed to garner enough support in a 2022 condo board vote.
The anti-Trump residents say it only failed to pass because not enough members showed up to vote. The measure requires 2/3 of the vote in order to be successful. Terri Ferraro has been a Trump Plaza resident since 2009, and she wants to keep his name on the building. So tell us why, Terri, you think that his name should stay on the building.
I grew up in this area. I was born in Rochelle. I have seen this area come to life with the Trump name on the building. And wanting to remove it is just the people who are suffering the Trump derangement syndrome, which is in full force with this board. They have silenced all of us who are fighting to keep the name on the building. They block our posts from the only way to communicate is through our electronic bulletin board. And if we try to make a post that dissents their propaganda, they block it. And so we have had to resort to putting flyers under doors to try to call attention to what it's two lawyers on the board who are responsible for doing this whole shenanigan. And they are determined to get every single person to vote. And because they're determined that they want this name off the building come hell or high water.
Terri, does it have to be every resident on board with the name change?
No, it has to be 66 and 2/3 yes votes.
Okay.
And the problem is that they keep spinning their information that with the other vote, they're like, well, a majority of people wanted it changed. And we say, no, when you do the math, they like to spin, statistics, how you could spin numbers. When you do the math, exactly half the residents wanted the name to change and half the residents didn't in 22. And we're facing the same thing now. And so this year, I tried to call attention that they are holding your vote. You're voting, your proxy. It's all done by proxy. No one has to show up to vote. So their nonsense about people didn't show up to vote is crazy.
Okay.
It's all about.
Sure. Terri, just short on time. The board did release a statement, basically why they say they want the name off the property. They said, this is again, Gerg Root, the condo board president. Yeah. While there is a small and very vocal group of owners who do not support the name change, there's a silent majority who we believe support the name change. After carefully studying the issue, we believe it is financially in the best interest of unit owners' property long-term values. Terri, could you comment on that?
I say, show me the money. Do the research. They have failed in that category. They did not do the research. This is all opinion-based. And it is maddening that they continue to spin this silent majority. We have the numbers. We know the numbers. It's half the building and half the building. It's the people who are voting, you only have to vote yes. If you want the name, those people voted. They want the name off, they voted. There's not enough of them. They don't have a majority. But the lawyers are using a very clever tactic to say, well, if there's not enough no votes and there's not enough yes votes, so we don't have a winner. I say you don't have to vote no in an election. You only have to vote yes. We're not playing their game. We're not drinking the Kool-Aid. Yeah. Let their election. Sorry.
And just to be clear, the former president has no say in this if he owns the property?
No, he didn't own the property. So the Capelli, Louis Capelli built the building. They buy a package, the Trump package. And so it has to be built to a certain standard.
All right. Still bears the name right now. When's the next vote, Terri?
Every 2 months they're doing it until they get their way.
All right. Well,
and we say just count the votes. Count the votes. They refuse to count the votes.